Today is July 5th. It's pretty early in the morning. Too early for a chainsaw to be running, especially a gas chainsaw. Pretty noisy, pretty obnoxious, especially on the 4th of July weekend. So rather than tackling the big chunks, I've got my stealthy electric chainsaw, which is nice and quiet. And what I'm going to do is attack from this end and start cutting up some of these smaller pieces, relatively speaking smaller than the ones on the right there. I have 3 more big ones to work on. But I'm going to cut these down to manageable chunks that I can move with a hand truck and get out of the way. I don't plan on cutting these up today. I just want to move them, clear the space so that I have a better shot at the bigger stuff. Because this piece here is kind of buried halfway in the little stuff, and I don't want to clamber up and down that and potentially fall down and get hurt with a chainsaw. And especially this piece. This piece is way up in the air. I see no need to put myself in peril clambering up there. So I'm hoping to knock that down closer to the ground like where this one is. That way it's a safer, more firmly grounded position with the chainsaw. So I'm going to move them down over here. I have some chunks I already moved a few days ago that are leaning up against the pile. But I just brought down some old pallets, and what I'm going to do is get the chunks I can move today and just get them up off the ground and right there. And then that'll create a clear, I want to clear this space so I can get to the boats in the back there with the tow vehicle. So that's the plan for today, and I'm going to get started. So here's what I accomplished today. I got a lot of the smaller logs cut into manageable chunks that I could move and just stack lean against the chunks. So the vast majority of it. I got some more pallets down, keep it up off the ground. So I was able to clear out the logs underneath this one. And all I have left as far as the big logs will be the one I've already been working on. This one here and this one here. The stuff that's remaining that I would call the smaller stuff is actually the medium stuff, because it's a little too big for the electric chainsaw to get through. So these I have to hit up with the gas chainsaw just to get these medium pieces knocked down. And I suspect I'll do those next. And all that will remain are the last 3 big pieces. And those are the last 3 I'll do. And then we'll be done with this. So I made pretty good headway today. And I'm going to take a break, nice cold shower, have some lunch, and relax for a little bit.